This is Stuart Vener. I'm going to welcome you to this week's great show. We're speaking to Merle Temple. Merle is author of... Tell us the name of your book, Merle.
Well, the first novel is A Ghostly Shade of Pale, and the sequel is A Rented World, and I'm working on the third in the trilogy now called The Redeemed.
Okay, and it sounds very exciting. You have had some career and some experiences. I'm going to let you tell us about it, because it's amazing when I was reading about you.
I've lived probably 3 or 4 lives in one, some very good, some very tragic. But all, I guess, great fodder for a novelist in his old age. I left Ole Miss in the early 70s when Nixon had just declared the first war on drugs, and I was recruited into that as an agent in the Bureau of Narcotics, and had a lot of harrowing experiences there, was held hostage undercover.
Wow.
While they debated where to dump my body, and
how did you get away?
Razor blades and swallowed a fire at midnight in this little shack where there's every scene out of every bad B horror movie you've ever seen. And a year after that, I was lured out with 2 contract killers near Memphis to kill me, and then later my men and I were ambushed in a terrible gun battle when we were doing a heroin deal. I had a sniper posted up on a railroad trestle with a high-powered rifle, and so many things happened in those days. It was a different time in the 70s. And
were you ever actually shot?
It's written as fiction, but drawn from my life's experiences. It's a history people think they know, but they really don't.
Merle, were you shot?
No, I wasn't hit.
Oh,
my men were. And but it was, just by the grace of God, that we all survived those things. And actually some very dramatic divine intervention that day that we were ambushed saved lives that day.
Now then I read you got into some political intrigue in Georgia where they really kind of shafted you, didn't they?
Well, it was, it was quite an experience. I went into the political world after I left law enforcement in the corporate world, which in book 2 I call the unholy trinity of crime, politics, and business. Okay. And, try to do the right thing as I saw it, I actually had to relieve my corporate position when I offended some high-level political people and took a government appointment, and then we got into a real battle in Atlanta, and it was like a scene out of every conspiratorial movie you've seen out of Washington D.C. or something, but it was real and very tragic, and in the end we thought we were the good guys, but we wound up actually being indicted.
But you were the fall guys, it's what it seemed like to me.
Well, it was a complex case, and I'm not saying we didn't make mistakes. We certainly did, but, the whole truth never came out. And, our books, when I write these books, hopefully they're entertaining, and the reviews have been very good on all the books. And my first book is being taught at one college, and
really?
And several middle schools and high schools, and it's a warning to people about the danger and the darkness in the world. And, to paraphrase Thoreau, it's all necessary to lose yourself is to be turned around once with your eyes closed.
And you really can't trust Big Brother, can you?
No, you really can't. Anybody who, believes even, a quarter of what they are fed out of central government and the halls of power, they're in danger and don't know it, because so many people in power will do anything.
You mean we can't
preserve that power? And I found that the organized crime figures who tried to kill me in the bureau days were choir boys compared to the political criminals that I encountered, and many of them, not all of them, but many of them won't give up that power easily because they've made a Faustian deal to rule in hell on earth rather than serve eternally in heaven, and they don't want to retire usually because they equate retirement with death, and they are terrified to stand before their maker.
Well, they go into politics, poor people, and then they come out rich. I don't know quite how that happens. Of course,
yeah, it's amazing how that happens.
Now we can be safe because we have our first Obama, our first Jewish president.
Yeah, I saw that on his statement seems to get more and more incredible as time goes by.
Doesn't it? Merle, this is great. Merle Temple we're speaking to. Can you once again tell everyone the name of your books, how they can get them, because I can't wait to read them myself.
Well, thanks, Stuart. It's the first one is A Ghostly Shade of Pale, and they'll find that on Amazon as well as A Rented World, and a lot of 5-star reviews there, and critics and readers alike have been very good to us, and word of mouth just carries us down here. Barnes & Noble has certified The Ghostly Shade of Pale as their all-time best-selling novel in this part of the world.
Really, and I hope it makes a movie, because it sounds like it would be really good as a film.
Well, Jim Clemente at Criminal Minds invited us out to Hollywood. I signed for the cast of Criminal Minds, and they are pitching it now for a TV series.
Fantastic. Merle, I can't wait to talk to you again, and I wish you so much success with your books and with your life, and get that bad part behind you.
Yeah, well, thanks, Stuart. God is good.
Thank you. Have a great day, sir.